Hello, and thank you for joining me for this session of chair yoga. Please do what's comfortable in your body today and just work to any injuries or sore spots you've got. Just be gentle with yourself as we go through practice. First of all, just make sure your chair is on a steady base. It's not going to rock around too much, and also that you don't have any arms on your chair. So settling down in your chair, have your feet planted on the ground, and we'll get started. So today we're just going to focus on peace, on being still and being tranquil as we go through practice. So start by grounding your feet into the earth, feeling that connection. You might like to close your eyes down or look down at the floor. Have your hands palms up in your lap and take simple mudra of the first finger and thumb together. As we start to relax the body down, just notice how your body feels today. How's the breath? Your emotions? And lastly, your mind. Is it busy? Or is it fairly calm? Notice the chair supporting your thighs, your buttocks, and your back. And notice the sounds around you. Include them in your practice. And finally, focus on your breath. Coming home to your breath. When you're ready, start to deepen your breath. I invite you to take deep inhales and exhales. Inhaling, expanding through the belly, side ribs and chest. Exhaling, relaxing down into the chair. Deep inhale, long exhale. Deep inhale, long exhale. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Let's take a sighing breath now. Deep inhale, long sigh out. One more, just like that. Deep inhale, sigh it out. And then when you're ready, gently blink the eyes open and release the mudra as we start to move the body. We're going to start today with the feet and work up the body. So floating up one leg, let's start by circling the toes round one way. And then the other way, big circles with the toes. And then we'll scrunch the toes up. Leave those on. And spread them wide. Scrunch the toes up. And spread them wide. Scrunch up. And spread them wide. Scrunching them up tight and spreading them wide. And then we'll twinkle the toes individually, just like we're playing the piano with our toes. Beautiful. And then we'll float that foot down. And let's start with the other foot. You really don't need those socks on. So this time we'll float the foot up and we'll start by twinkling the toes. Each toe individually, see if you can get it some movement. And then squeeze them in and stretch the toes wide. Squeeze the toes in and stretch them wide. Squeezing in and stretching. Squeezing and stretching. And now we'll do circles with these toes. Working into the ankle. See how big you can make those circles. And then we'll go around the other way. Beautiful. Lovely work. And then we'll float that foot down. So with the first foot now, I'm going to tap, kick, thigh comes up, tap, kick, the thigh comes up, tap, kick forward, thigh comes up, tap, kick, and the thigh comes up. One more. And the other side, tapping, kicking, the thigh comes up, tap, kick, thigh comes up, kick, thigh comes up, tap, kick, thigh comes up. Beautiful. Now let's do some walking. Hands and feet and legs together. Walking a bit faster. Starting to go up a mountain, a big hill. Get those thighs moving. And we're going to get to the top. And then we're going to run down the other side. All the way to the bottom. Excellent. Starting to warm ourselves up now. So let's do knee to chest. So deep inhale. And then exhale as you bring one knee up to the chest. Inhaling, release. And exhaling, the other side comes up. Inhaling to release. And this time you might like to pull that shin in towards the chest as well. Inhaling and then exhaling, last side. Good work. So moving halfway along the chair now. Just make sure your feet are still planted under your knees. Knees are hip width apart. Hands onto the knees. We'll do some Sufi rolls. So just making small circles to start with your head and shoulders. And inhaling as you go back, exhaling as you go forward. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. Inhaling back and exhaling. Inhaling as you go to the back and then turn into the opposite direction, exhaling. Nice deep rotations to start with. And then starting to diminish the size of the circle until you come back to center. Excellent work. So let's do chair pose. Again, make sure you have that alignment correct. And just do the arm pose that's going to suit you today. Oops, I can see my feet. Yeah. All right, so hands on the knee is the first option. First bus stop you can stop at. Inhaling, exhaling, hovering the bottom off the chair. Inhaling to release. You can stay there at that bus stop, or you might like to put your hands to heart center. Inhaling, exhaling, pushing through the feet, pressing into the thighs, and inhaling as you go back. Beautiful work. So you have knees, options of knees on, hands on the knees, hands to heart, or you could cactus the hands. Inhaling here, then exhaling, hovering the bottom, pushing into the thighs, and releasing down. Well done. So choose one of those three options, or you might like to swing your arms forward and up overhead, palms facing. Inhaling here, then exhaling, pushing and hovering wherever you are. We're holding for 3, 2, 1, and release with grace. Well done. Excellent work. Just give those shoulders a bit of a shrug. So coming back to a nice tall spine. Inhaling the shoulders up and exhaling to release them. Inhaling as they go up and exhaling to release. Inhaling and exhaling. So rotate the shoulders all the way around now. One way and then the other way. Just doing what is right for your body today. Listen to your body as you go through practice. And rather than stretching and straining, let's look for peace and comfort in the practice. So we'll start to make circles, so rainbows with our nose now. So inhale, look up, and exhale, go to the right. Inhale up, nose is drawing a rainbow, and then go to the left. A few more like that. Stretching through the neck, the front. Coming back to center and then looking straight ahead. Inhaling here and then exhaling, looking down at the ground in between your feet. Inhaling, looking up towards the ceiling. And exhaling, looking down. Inhaling, coming back to center. Floating up both your thumbs and looking straight ahead of you. And keep your head looking straight ahead. Look in between your thumbs and just move your thumbs out to the side. And you keep looking straight ahead, but you're tracking your thumbs in your peripheral vision. And when you get so that you can hardly see them, bring them back together, still looking straight ahead into the distance. And when you get back to center, look at both thumbnails and then into the distance. Thumbnails and into the distance. Well done. And then float your arms down. Let's do some movements for the spine now. 6 movements of the spine. We'll start with cat and cow. Inhaling, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling, rounding the back, looking down at the floor, navel to the back of the seat. Inhaling, arching the back, looking up at the opposite corners. Exhaling, rounding the spine, goes towards the back of the chair. Inhaling, chest comes forward, belly goes towards the floor. Exhaling for cat, rounding in the back, relaxing the shoulders. Inhaling for cow, arching the back. And exhaling for cat. And then inhale to come back to center, neutral spine. Hands to heart. Inhaling, lengthening through the spine. And exhaling, leaning to the right. Inhaling, coming up. And exhaling, going to the other side. Inhaling, coming up. And then exhaling, stretching down the lower arm. Inhaling, coming up. And exhaling, going to the other side. Inhaling, coming up. Beautiful. And now we'll do our first twist for the day. So just make sure you've got enough space between you and the back of the chair. Inhaling, cactusing the arms, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling, turning to the right. Inhaling back to center. And exhaling to the left. Inhaling to center. Exhaling to the first side and stretching back the back arm. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling, going to the last side, stretching out the back arm. Inhaling back to center, cactus the arms, and release them down. Excellent work. Let's do our first forward fold and halfway lift for the day. So remember that when you're going to halfway lift, if you have high blood pressure, low blood pressure, heart issues, eye issues, or you get reflux or vertigo, just stay in the halfway lift position. Don't go down all the way. Inhaling, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling, halfway lift. Torso is on the diagonal, straight line from the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. Hugging the elbows into the ribs. Inhaling, if staying here, just focus. Otherwise, exhaling, sliding the hands down the outside of the feet towards the ankles, looking in between the feet for forward fold. Excellent work. Inhaling, coming all the way back up. So just employ either the halfway lift or the forward fold in the following breath of joy and salutes to the sun. Starting in mountain pose. Grounding into the feet. Active in the thighs. Tucking the belly in. Broad through the collarbones. The palms are facing forward. And imagine that the crown of your head is being pulled upwards very gently by a fine silver thread, all the way up to the sky. So you're creating space in your spine. We'll do breath of joy now. Inhale, arms come forward and up overhead. Exhale, pushing forward. Inhale out to the side. Exhale, halfway lift or forward fold, your choice. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward, pushing forward. Inhale to the side. Exhale, forward fold or halfway lift. Inhale, sweep the arms up above the head. And exhale, hands to heart center. Closing down the eyes for a moment or looking at the floor. And just noticing how the body is feeling, the breath. Have you created warmth in the body? And just staying for a moment longer as we cultivate a little stillness and peace. And when you're ready, relaxing the hands down by your side and back to mountain pose for salute to the sun. So when we're doing the salute to the sun, you can raise one heel and then the other one, or you can have your shin and your knee tucked in towards the chest, and just make sure that you have a nice strong straight spine when you do that. You can choose which one you do. Starting in mountain pose, feet firmly planted on the floor. Inhaling, arms come out to the side and up overhead. Exhaling, forward fold or halfway lift. Looking in between the feet. Inhale, cow pose, arching the back, looking at the opposite corners. Exhale, forward fold or halfway lift. Inhale, one knee or heel comes up. Exhale, forward fold or halfway lift. Inhale, the other knee or heel comes up. Exhale, forward fold or halfway lift. Pushing into the feet, inhaling, spreading the arms wide, 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 wide. Stretching up. And then exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhaling, hands come out to the side and up overhead. Exhaling, hands to the knees. Halfway lift, forward fold. Inhale, arching the back for cow pose, elbows tight in. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, your left knee or the other knee comes up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, opposite side comes up. And then exhaling, forward fold or halfway lift. Really stretching. Inhale, stretching out to the side and up overhead. Stretching up and then exhaling, hands to heart center. Excellent work. And again, just close down the eyes and notice what's happened. Now you've really energized the body. And then blink the eyes open. Relax the arms onto the lap. So that's the end of the warming part of our practice. And now we'll move to the strengthening and balancing part of the practice. So we're going to be doing our warrior poses. Today we're doing warrior one. So first of all, have your right toes, I'm mirroring you, have your right toes pointing forward and your left foot steps out to the side. So you've got a 90-degree angle between your legs. So just check that your ankles are under your knees. You don't want the leg to be splayed out because you won't be able to put strength into that leg. Both hands are on the front knee, the right knee. So we're going to inhale and press into the feet. Exhale, activating the belly, tucking the belly in. And then inhale, the arms come up above the head, palms facing, looking into the distance, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Warrior one. Inhale, stretch up. And then exhale to release. So just being careful of shoulders. You might find that today you want to do cactus arms or have one hand or both hands at heart center. We're going to hold now for 3 breaths. So just decide which position is going to work for you. Inhaling, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling, getting active in the belly. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up, palms facing. Keep pressing into the feet. And we're holding for 3 breaths. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more breath. Deep breath in, stretch up. And relaxing the hands down as you exhale. Well done. Excellent work. Now that we're here, we'll do a modified pyramid pose. So straightening that front leg, the right leg, have the toes pointing up to the ceiling. Toes pointing up to the ceiling. And inhaling, hands come out to the side, up overhead, hinging from the hips, chest comes forward, exhaling, allowing the hands to drop where they like on that leg. Inhaling here. And exhaling, softening down. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up. And exhaling, hands to heart center. Excellent work. Let's even that out with the other side. So stepping the left toes forward. Left toes now point straight forward. And the right toes point out to the side. We're going to have our hands on the front knee. So just check you've got the ankles under the knees. Inhaling, pressing into the feet. Exhaling, active in the belly. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up. Warrior 1 on this side. Just noticing how that feels, adjusting your arms depending on how your body is today. Inhaling, stretching up. And exhaling, coming down. So we'll hold on this side now for a count of 3. Inhale, sweeping up. Palms facing. And as you get ready, deep inhale. Long exhale. Just lower the shoulders away from the ears a little. Deep inhale. Long exhale. One more. And inhaling, stretching up. And exhaling to relax down and just rotate those shoulders. Give them a bit of love. And now we'll straighten that front foot, toes pointing up to the ceiling. Inhaling, the hands come out to the side and up overhead and looking along that left leg or the front leg. Exhaling, bending down over the leg. And taking a breath here. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Sweep the arms forward and up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. And bring that leg into a square and bring the other leg forward. Well done. Let's do that standing pose, Warrior 1. Standing up now. So coming off the chair, if it serves you, or do it in the chair again. That is another option. Good option. So standing behind the chair. Yep. So stand close to the chair. Just check how wobbly it is. Make sure that you put your hands where it's most stable. Inhaling, lengthening through the spine. And then exhaling, stepping backwards with the left leg. And the left toes, the back toes are at 45 degrees. The front toes are pointing straight on. So you want your hips to be facing the front. So you might like to have your hands on your hips or your hands on the chair. Just try and keep the torso vertical. Inhaling, exhaling, bending in that front knee. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, bending in the front knee. Inhaling, coming up. And just checking now that your pelvis is still straight on to the front of the mat. Inhaling, then exhaling, bending. This time we'll swing up our arms, inhaling, and the arms come up for warrior one, standing warrior one. So pressing into the back heel. Just do what's right for your shoulders. You might have one hand to heart or both hands to heart. Something like that. It's quite good. Or even this. You're still working your legs. You're still strengthening through the legs. Inhaling, stretching up, and exhaling to release and straighten the front leg. We'll hold that for 3 this time. So inhaling, lengthening through the spine, exhaling, bending in the front knee. If you're feeling wobbly, just step out to the side slightly to give yourself a wider base. Inhaling, swinging the arms up, and we're holding it for 3. Pressing into both feet and sucking in the belly. 2, 1. Inhaling, stretching up, and exhaling to release. And coming forward and stepping that out. Well done. And we'll go on the other side. So the left toes are pointing forward. Inhaling, lengthening up, and then exhaling, stepping back. Right toes are pointing back 45 degrees. So pressing into both feet evenly. If comfortable, hands to the hips. Wherever you are, straightening up the pelvis to the front, to the chair in front of you. Inhaling, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling, bending in that front knee. The knee should be stacked over the ankle. Inhaling, straightening. Exhaling to bend. Inhaling to straighten. And exhaling to bend. Inhaling to straighten. We'll add the arms in this time. Exhaling to bend in the front knee, pressing into both feet evenly. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up. And again, just make any adjustments for your shoulders. Tucking the belly in and tucking the tailbone in slightly to protect the back. Gentle gaze into the middle distance. Inhaling, stretching up. And exhaling to come back down and straighten the front leg. We'll hold on this side now for 3. Inhaling, exhaling, bending in the front knee. Inhaling, sweeping up the arms to whatever's going to suit you. Stretching up, active in the belly, pressing into the back heel for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale to come down, straighten the leg, and then step forward and walk that out. I have to straighten up my mat. So from there, okay, there we go. And walk it out. Good work. So I'll just do a couple of circles with the hips. So feet hip width apart. We'll just circle the hips one way. Nice big circles. Just to loosen up the hips a bit. And then we'll go the other way. And now we'll just stand still. We're going to keep the hips and the lower part of the body, lower half of the body still. And we're going to circle the head, a bit like Sufi rolls. Circle the head and shoulders around a little bit. Try and keep the hips still. A little bit of movement there. And then we'll go the other way. Be gentle at the back. And then come back to mountain pose. So standing up, feet hip width apart. Pressing into the feet. And then lengthening the spine, tailbone goes down to the ground, just points down to the ground. Palms are facing forward. And again, we've got that little silver thread stretching the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Just notice your balance here. You might be able to rock forward a little bit, backwards, or side to side. You may even like to play, if it suits you, with closing your eyes and doing it. So you're finding a little bit of peace within and some stability. So come to a still place in your mountain pose, focusing on the breath. And then relax your hands down. So today we're going to do our star balance. We're going to be balancing first on the right foot. So drag your right toes along the mat, and then press them into the mat, then press the right heel into the mat. You can't quite see that, right heel into the mat. And then we're going to bounce on that knee a little bit. So we've got all that weight in the right foot, and the left foot's coming out to the side. So to start with, holding onto the chair, we're just going to play with that left foot coming off the ground a little bit. And just leave the left foot on the ground, just out slightly. You might like to swing out your right arm. So you can see we've sort of got a bit of a balance. Now do that little bit of stretching that left leg out to the side again. Beautiful work. And then we're going to go for a balance. So inhaling, stretching that leg up just a little bit off the ground. And if you want to, you can practice playing around with your fingers, or perhaps even putting the other hand up. And we're going to try that for 3, 2, 1, and with grace, come down. Well done. And again, have a bit of a walk out. Now let's go on the other leg. So dragging the left toes along the mat, pressing them into the floor, base of the toes going to the floor, and the sole going down, heel of the left foot anchoring into the floor, putting some weight into that left leg, and the right leg comes out to the side, just slightly toes on the ground still. Just play with that, and then we'll just tap the right toes off the ground and on the ground. You see how that feels. Just do what's comfortable. You might just do little taps. Both hands on the chair to start with. And then inhale and stretch the left arm out like a star. And you might like to start tapping again. See how that feels. Bring the hand down. Getting ready for a balance. Inhale, left hand comes up. You may be able to take the right toes off the mat, and you might like to play with how many fingers you can put on the chair, take off the chair. And we're holding it for 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. And have a walk out. Good work. Now we'll come into downward facing dog. So we're standing behind the chair. We walk back away from the chair, lowering the torso towards the ground. And we're lengthening the spine from the tailbone to the crown of the head, active in the belly. So the belly is tucked in. Taking 3 deep breaths here, stretching the side body out. Deep inhale. Long exhale, looking down at the mat. Deep inhale. Long exhale. One more in your own time. And looking at your feet. In small steps, walk towards your chair. And then come down to sit on your chair again, as we were before. So that finishes the strengthening and balancing section of our practice for today. And now we're going to go on to refining our practice, and which creates strength and helps us with balance as well. And then, of course, we're going to be doing connecting with our breath and relaxation. So first of all, in our refining section of our practice, we'll sit halfway along the chair and straighten one leg and have the toes, if you can see that, have the toes straight up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Inhaling, hands come out to the side, up overhead, hinging from the hips, chest and head go forward, hinging forward, belly comes towards the thigh, and we'll just massage around our kneecap and the sides of the knee and the back of the knee. And then sandwich our hands on either side of the knee, inhaling, looking forward, chest comes forward, and exhaling, sliding the hands down, looking at the knee. Then inhale, coming all the way back up, and then windscreen wiping the foot from side to side. And then replacing that foot on the floor, and we'll stretch out the other leg. So we'll do nose towards knee on this side. Inhaling, hands come out and up overhead. Exhaling, raining the hands down, and we'll start massaging the back of the knee on this side. Just check that your toes are still pointing up towards the ceiling. And the sides of the knees. And then around the kneecap. Give that knee some love. And then we'll sandwich the knee with our hand. Inhaling, looking forward. Exhaling, sliding the hand down towards the ankle. And then inhaling, coming all the way back up. And windscreen wiping that foot from side to side. You can keep the heel on the ground so you can't see it on the screen. Lovely work. Great work. Let's do some strengthening exercises or refining exercises for our legs first of all. Hands on the outsides of the knees, palms facing inwards, inhaling and pushing, knees pushing out, hands pushing in. Pushing in both directions, being your own piece of gym equipment. Lengthening through the spine at the same time, belly is active. Pushing, pushing, and release. Well done. And now we'll have the palms on the inside of the knees, facing out. Knees are pushing in, arms are pushing out. Pushing, pushing. Just when you think you need to stop, you push a little bit further, a little bit more. And release. Excellent work. All right. And so we'll come to Anjali Mudra now, hands to heart center. And we're just going to push one way and then the other. So again, hands are pushing against hands. Just check that your knuckles are connected, fingertips are connected, and the base of your wrist is connected. So you could really get that push. Elbows are out to the side. So you can feel the energy, feel the tension in your arms, a little in your shoulders, even across the chest, the pectoral muscles. Just one more side each. Beautiful. And then relaxing down, we're just going to swing the hands forward and back. Forward and back. And then we'll let the hands hang down and we'll turn on the taps. And turn off the taps. Great work. And then we'll sprinkle some water at the floor, out in front of us and down at the floor. And we'll just twinkle those fingers. Now let's rotate the wrists one way. And then the other way. And relaxing down. Beautiful. Okay, so today we're churning the middle. We don't know quite what that is, but we can imagine we're getting hold of something and we think it's butter. We're going to be churning the butter. We've eaten the Christmas cake, possibly, or the Christmas pudding, and now we're churning butter. Lovely work. Really broad, big strokes with your arms. Lean forward, pressing into the feet. We'll go around the other way. Keep churning. Need to be a nice light coloured butter. And churning. And churning. And then come back to centre. And we'll do our wide-legged forward fold. So toes pointing out to the side. Hands on the knees. Inhaling, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling, forearms come down to thighs, clasping the hands together. So we're in a halfway lift with our spine. This is a good place to stay if you have eye issues, heart issues, low or high blood pressure, reflux or vertigo. Inhaling, everybody lengthening through the spine from the tailbone to the crown of the head. If going down, exhale, slide the hands down the inside of the leg to the heels or the ankles, looking in between the feet. Wide-legged forward fold. Everybody inhaling, coming all the way back up. We're going to do that for a hold of 5 now. So just decide which level of descending you want to do. Inhaling, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling, coming down to forearms. Inhaling, lengthening through the spine. And exhaling, sliding the hands down towards the ankles if you're going down. Looking in between the feet, shaking the head to release the neck. You can even look under the chair. And then come to stillness. And we're holding this. You focus on your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your next inhale, come all the way up. You can use your legs like a ladder. And just close the eyes and notice how that feels. Sending lots of nourishment to the brain. And then blinking the eyes open and putting the legs together or hip width apart, feet hip width apart. Beautiful work. We'll do our back bend for the day. We're going to do modified bridge pose. So bridge pose in the seat. So have your hands to the back of the seat or onto the legs, whichever is going to be comfortable for you. Looking straight ahead and then inhale, looking up towards the ceiling, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bridge pose. Stay here, inhaling, exhaling, pressing into the chair. Inhaling, broadening through the chest. And exhaling to release. Just folding the arms and hanging the head to release the back. Excellent work. And we'll do a final twist for the day. Inhale, spread the arms out to the side and up overhead. And exhale, looking to the right. Left hand drops on the right leg. Right hand drops behind. Inhaling, coming back to center. And exhale to the other side. Back hand drops behind. Inhaling, coming back to center. And exhale, hands to heart center. Excellent work. Sitting back in the chair now. Pelvic floor exercises and abdominal wall exercises. We'll do the abdominal muscles first. Hand on the belly, one hand on the thigh. Inhale, relaxing. Exhale, bring in the belly muscles. Inhale to relax. And exhale, activate the belly muscles. Inhale, expanding the belly. And exhale, bring the belly muscles in for 5, 4, keep breathing, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the belly. Put that hand on the thigh and the other hand onto the belly. We'll do our pelvic floor exercises now, as though we needed to go to the toilet and we have to hold on. So we're squeezing those muscles in. So we'll do a breath all together first to get synced in. So just inhale and exhale. And on the inhale, we'll be doing the floor exercise. Inhale, squeeze. And exhale to release. Inhale, squeeze. Squeezing, squeezing. Exhale to release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale to release, doing for a count of 5. Inhaling for 5, keep breathing, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Taking any movements you need to relax the body down. And then we'll come into the back of the seat, getting ready for connecting with our breath and relaxation. Have the hands, palms up on the lap, and you might like to take that simple mudra, first finger and thumb. Closing down the eyes or looking at the floor, whichever is comfortable. Feel the feet connected to the earth. Thighs and buttocks supported by the chair. Your back supported by the chair. Notice the sounds around you. And then focus closer to home. Can you hear the sound of your own breath? As you inhale and exhale. I invite you to deepen your breath. Inhaling, expanding through the belly, the side ribs and the chest. Exhaling, relaxing down into the chair. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Deep inhale. Long exhale. We'll do 2 sighing breaths now. Deep inhale and sigh out. Ah. Deep inhale. Long sigh out. Ah. And then seal your lips and allow your breathing to return to its own steady rhythm as we relax the body. Feet and ankles relax. Calves and knees relax. Thighs and hips relax. Pelvis relaxes down. Abdomen relaxes. Hands and wrists relax. Forearms and elbows relax. Upper arms and shoulders relax. Neck and jaw relax. Chest relaxes down. Mouth is soft. The eyes are soft. Skin on the face relaxes. Crown of the head relaxes. Whole body relaxes and the mind follows. Stillness. If thoughts arise, just let them pass and focus on your breath. And when you're ready, start to introduce some movement into your fingers and your toes. You might like to stretch one leg long and relax it down. Stretch the other leg long and then relax it. Stretch both arms and relax them down. We inhale, bringing our hands to heart center. Exhale, bowing our thinking minds to our loving hearts in gratitude for practice today. Thank you for practicing with me. The light and life in me sees and honors the light and life in each of you. Namaste. Thank you for taking time to practice. It's great for your body, it's great for your mind. I encourage you to do this once or twice a week during the break. Talk to you soon. Bye.